Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. We're back again with another pre-gaming show. Getting you guys ready for this fight week, July 24th and the 25th. We got some big names coming back. Earl Spence, Anthony Joshua coming back. Demetrius Andrade coming back. So we got a lot of shit to talk about. Tyson Fury fighting tomorrow. So yeah, y'all sit back, tap in. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we get down with this boxing over here. Drop your comments in the comment section. Salute to the playback too. Appreciate y'all. My bro Mike in the building. What's good with you, bro? Appreciate you coming by. Salute to you. All right, so we're going to let you guys know where you can find these fights, where you can watch them at, all that good shit. We're going to start with tomorrow night. We got the return of Demetrius Andrade. So he's back almost 3 years out the ring. I think the last time he fought was 2023, November, when his only loss against David Benavidez. That was a tough loss where he quit, basically. But, he came up short. He got overwhelmed in that fight. So, I mean, he's back. This is an opponent that he should beat. His fight is going to be on the zone as well, so you guys can tap in with it. We know the zone is rocking heavy with boxing, so yeah, for sure. So before we get to the main event, just to mention, we got Kevin Walsh on this card. He's a notable guy. He could be getting a world title shot not too long. You know what I'm saying? In the near future, depending on how everything shakes. He's top 15 in the WBC. He's coming off a win over Michael Conlan, and he was in the running to get the Shushu fight. So it could be a possibility where he get that fight, down the line, especially in the featherweight division where those guys ain't trying to unify right now. So maybe Wash, if he wins tomorrow, maybe he'd be in a good position to possibly get a voluntary, can fight one of these champions in a voluntary defense. So we're gonna see. But yeah, this is all about Andre. We want to see Andre back. In his career, he haven't got the best opportunities. Two-time world champion, and he's almost forgotten because we ain't seen him or heard from him in a long time. But he's back. I think he's 38, 37, 38 now. So he's definitely in the back half of his career, the final stretch. This is good though, because if he wins, I feel like him and Charlo got a fight. Charlo's fight fell out for this weekend down in Australia. So I feel like this is a natural fight. Andre versus Charlo. So let's see how Andre looks tomorrow. He should win this fight. Normally when he fight this type of level of competition, he stopped these guys. If you look at his career, he's stopping this type of level. So we'll see. But yeah, I think we'll take the Charlo fight. You know what I'm saying? They can actually I think they can do like a main event, especially if the zone is giving PBC dates like that. I wouldn't mind seeing them headline like on a TNT show because we know who they are. So that's just me. So yeah, man, we're gonna tap into Andre this week. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? Blunt Sports in the building. Salute to you. My guy Mar the Prince. What's good with you, bro? Hotep in the building. What's good, man? Appreciate you, yo. Salute to you. What's good? Teach in the building. What's good with you, bro? Appreciate y'all coming through. Getting ready for this fight week. All right. We got the return of Tyson Fury. So he's going to face Morris Walk in Thailand. Now, the backstory on this, it's a tune-up fight. Him and AJ is already signed. We know, of course, AJ is fighting this week. They both win. They're going to fight in November, which long-anticipated fight. But he's facing Amaris Walker. This is a fight where he should win. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna be able to see it because they only gonna air this on Tyson Fury's on his show he have on Netflix. So actually, it's kind of a good thing because if we've been honest, the style matchup gonna be ugly. Mars Walker is slow. You know what I'm saying? He old. He almost 300 pounds and shit. Tyson Fury gonna be playing around with him and hugging and tickling him and all this bullshit. So it's actually probably good that we don't get to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, but he got to win, and he has to come out clean. Now, here's an interesting thing though, for my boxing nerds and my boxing heads in the building. The last time Morris Vok, the last time he fought a heavyweight contender, with that heavyweight, his opponent had a big fight ahead of him. It was Alexander Povetkin. Povetkin and Wilder was done. They were supposed to fight the top of 2016. They fought at the end of 2015, and Walk he gave my man a cut. He's Povetkin had a bad cut, so the fight with Wilder got postponed. So that's why Wilder took the Spilka fight. Yeah, I remember that shit. He almost killed Spilka, and then he was going to fight Povetkin in the spring before Povetkin tests positive. So I don't know. Maybe history can repeat itself. I just threw it out there because they picking Walk. Like I almost see the I almost see the intrigue of him having another tuna fight. I feel like he already got that against Arslanbek. Just get to the AJ fight. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I have to throw out that little nostalgia just in case. You know, I be some of the shit I be saying be coming true. So we'll see. Hopefully not though. I don't want to put no bad juju, but I mean, facing Walk for what? What he bringing to the table? He old and he ain't really done nothing. So it is what it is. But if you do win, the AJ fight is signed and sealed. Z Pacino, what's good with you? Salute, bro. What's good? Winston Lee in the building. What's good with you, bro? Appreciate you. Yes, sir. So we'll find out the results of that tomorrow. Probably some still images like we back in the damn 80s and shit. Uh, what's that shit called? Tape delay and shit, man. That shit crazy. Somebody got a camera phone out there. All right, we got the return of Anthony Joshua. He's gonna face Christian Pringa out in Saudi. This is comeback fight. Now I think he needed a comeback fight coming off that tragic car wreck that he had. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy, top of the year. So I actually think he is warranted one just to make sure everything is good to go. And like I said, he wins, Fury wins. They're gonna have a showdown in November. Here's the card right here. A lot of fights on the card. We have some notable names on this card though. We have Jacob Bank on this card. He's a dark horse in the super middleweight division. He got some high rankings. He could be fighting for a world title pretty soon. He won an eliminator. And he's been having a good year. This is his third fight this year. He's gonna face August. August, he actually beat Zuckerhammer in a 6 rounder, and Zuckerhammer about to fight Shiraz. So y'all go figure. But Jacob Bank though, he stopped William Skull in January. Then he fought the African fighter, the tall, rangy guy. He stopped him with a nice body shot in April. Now he's back in July. So he should be in position with a win to fight. I don't know. He's in a good spot because he can either be Shiraz mandatory. I think he's number 2 or 1. No, he's number 2. Canelo's number 1 in the WBO. So he can possibly fight for that. He won a WBC eliminator in his last fight. So possibly somebody like, Pacheco, somebody like that. So we'll have to see. But he's on the card. Nishant Dev, that's an up and coming prospect with Matchroom. He's pretty solid. He's on this card too. Been staying active, so that's what's up. Let me see. So yeah, it's like I said, there's a lot of fights, man, for you guys to tap into. A lot of Saudi fighters on the card. Susumi is on the card. He's back. That's a young one. He's back. He's on the card. You got that kid. I can't pronounce his name, but Kazagnek. Watch out for him, bro. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen him, check him out. But we got 2 world title fights I want to speak on before we get to AJ. Josh Kelly versus Kevin Ajako. This is for the IBF title at 154. Very important fight because the winner is going to fight Boots. So just came out today. Kevin Ajako is the mandatory for Josh Kelly. Man, that's all types of clutch right there because they was in a position where Bachman was about to be mandatory. He already got his letter saying he's the mandatory. So they did some maneuvering, and I suggested this last week. I'm like, bro, Matchroom didn't go to the IBF so they can clear the path to make the winner of this fight Boots at the end of the year in Atlanta. That's what they're trying to do. So the path is clear. Good fight because Kelly is a good boxer. This is first title defense. Jarko is a workman like guy. He's very blue collar, solid, tough. You know what I'm saying? He fought solid competition. He's gonna give Kelly a nice little run for his money, but I think Kelly gonna outbox him. And then we got Hamza Shiraz. He's making his first title defense of his WO title. He had an easy title fight for the vacant title, easy money. And he got an easy one here too. Shiraz has been looking good though since getting with Andy Lee. His biggest claim to fame is stopping Berlanga. Somehow that win right there catapulted him over everybody in the division damn near. But I still think he's still a work in progress, and he's a good fighter. He's still young and developing, but he should stop the German Zuckenhammer. He's a southpaw, not like a lot of power. He got about 30 fights. He knows his way around the ring, but I think Shiraz would be too much for him. You know what I'm saying? And after the fight, if Shiraz retains his title or whoever wins, he has a mandatory. It might be Pacheco. Why Banks go from 12 rounds to 8 rounds? I don't know. That's a good point. Igorashev, yeah, that's this weekend. Damn, I ain't even put that on the lineup. Damn, but I don't think no. I think that fight got canceled. I think that fight got canceled. That's no. He's gonna fight the redhead Russian dude. Igorashev versus the redhead Russian dude. He calls himself Canelo. LaShawn Dev. Yeah, he's pretty solid. Um, so AJ against Pringa. Pringa, I think he's undefeated. He got a bunch of knockouts, but he ain't really fought nobody. This is a big step up for him. I think AJ should clean this dude up. You know what I'm saying? And I think he gonna have a lot of anger and frustration. You know, based on what happened. With the car crash and shit. So I think he's gonna be carrying that into the ring. But I think if you just look at these guys fight, AJ should have a 3 to 4 round fight with this guy. You know what I'm saying? I think once he hit him with a big shot, I think it might be a wrap. So, it's a tune-up fight. Now, it's a good pick though, because Pringa does that damn herky jerky shit Fury does. That damn pump faking shit he be doing. I don't know if you guys watch Pringa fight though, but he got that shit in him. So maybe that's getting him ready for that. I mean, at least this one is somewhat similar, or do something similar that Fury does. Walk don't do shit similar to what AJ does. You know what I'm saying? So, I expect AJ to be ferocious in this fight. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. He wins this fight, him and Fury in November. All right, we got the return of Earl Spence Jr. versus Tim Tszyu. He traveling to Australia. We haven't seen him in over 3 years. We're gonna talk about the undercard just a bit, but yeah, and work our way up. So the Australians and No Limit Promotions, they are the most No Limit Promotions are the most aggressive matchmakers in the sport, in the business of boxing. They're the most aggressive. They got Tim Tszyu, Leon Wilson. They push their guys. They got some good fighters on the undercard. Paulo Acosta, that's a light heavyweight. He's fighting a 10 rounder against Louis Tejada. That's a good fight. Louis Tejada. I like Acosta. He's pretty solid. Callum Peters coming off a good win over Joshawn James. He's an Olympian. He's on the card too. Good fighter. Up and coming guy. And they pushing him too. He fighting his second 10 rounder, I believe. Paul Flemings is on the card versus Rada. You know what I'm saying? Paul Flemings is a solid fighter as well. So not a bad undercard. We can catch this on the Zone or Amazon Prime. It's a pay-per-view. They should have the prelims on the Zone. So y'all tap in with that on y'all notifications for the prelims. All right. So co-main event, man. This is an interesting fight right here. We got Stephen Fulton, former 2-time world champion, 2 division champ, against Leon Wilson, who's been a bridesmaid a couple of times. They fighting at 130. That's an interesting thing because Fulton don't seem the most dedicated guy making the weight, based on his last fight and him having struggles and blowing up in between weight. This one, I don't know. This is a fight on paper that Fulton should win because he's more he fought at a higher level and succeeded at a higher level. But we don't know if he's a true 130 pounder. He's definitely not a big puncher. You know what I'm saying? This fight last minute is a WBA title eliminator at 130, so that's a nice little cherry on top for these guys. But it's a lot of questions on Fulton, bro. He looked like some bullshit his last fight. You know what I'm saying? He looked crazy. He really haven't looked good. I mean, the figure fight was good. The rematch was good, but at 130, I'm not sure if he's a true 130 pounder and how dedicated he is to making the weight. I seen some pictures of him and shit. Maybe that shit don't tell it all. He wasn't at the open workout yesterday. I don't know if he was trying to cut weight. We're gonna find out tomorrow at the scales whenever they get on the scales. This is a tricky fight, man, because Liam Wilson can punch and he's athletic enough where he can kind of get to the mark. You know what I'm saying? He can close in on distance. He throw some shots around the guard, and he's solid. But Liam Wilson is at a certain level based on their pedigree, what they done in the ring. But Liam Wilson is a big 130 pounder. Fulton is an undisciplined 130 pounder. We got to go off the pass. Although he bring a lot of shit to the table. It made him being undisciplined and not really performing like he did his last fight, and just I don't know, outside the ring shit. It makes this fight closer with a hungry guy like Wilson who is looking to be a world champion. I gotta look at the odds, yo. I ain't gonna lie. I like Wilson. I think Wilson could win this fight, and I probably favor him honestly because I feel like he's more dependable at this stage. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Even though, I mean, Fulton can fight. He has proved people wrong before, coming off the Castro fight, and then he put on a good performance against Figueroa. That's at 126. Now he's undisciplined at 130 from what he's shown. He haven't looked the same, kind of sluggish, kind of whatever. And this guy Wilson can punch. And you get down there and you ain't hydrated the right way, you might get clipped with some shit. We'll have to see. But it's a good fight. It's a crossroads fight, and the winner in position to fight for a world title. So that's what's up. All right, Spence and Tim Tszyu, bro. It's so many questions in this fight, bro. Nobody truly knows. You know what I'm saying? Like Earl Spence is a big star, big name in the game of boxing. We haven't seen him in 3 years, and we don't know what we're gonna get from him. You know what I'm saying? Like we are basing shit off his last performance, but I want like that shit right there was crazy with Crawford. He got beat up in that fight, and that fight took a lot from him. But this is gonna be a tough fight in my opinion for both guys. But this is a fight where Tim Tszyu he shouldn't like give Spence no kind of alibis, no breaks, no nothing. He should take it to him. And if I'm in his corner, I'm telling him to go straight at Spence. But we know this is a good style for Spence because Tim Tszyu gonna be right there in front of him. So he can if he's got it in him to kind of fight on the inside, like that's his bread and butter, and he can be sharp with that. I think he'll have some success. I also like to see Spence boxing using his jab, but like I said, that's been a long time, bro. Like we're going off of faith, like you know what I'm saying. Like we see these big names, and when we see them, we're like, yeah, bro, we're gonna always root for them. But we being honest, we don't know what we're gonna get. We don't know how well he's taking shots. Now we know if this is the previous Earl Spence, then this has been some shit where I'm thinking Earl Spence gonna take him to deep waters and beat the brakes off of him type shit. But I don't know about this one. We'll have to see. Tim Tszyu went through some adversity himself. You know what I'm saying? Got stopped twice. Got 3 losses. He's a catch and shoot fighter. You know what I'm saying? He like to be right in front of you, then make you miss, make you pay. Then he kind of like walk in front of you, try to walk you down. So that's an interesting thing too. Who's gonna have the front foot advantage? You know what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu damn near walked down everybody except for Fundora in the second fight. You know what I'm saying? That's his forte. He like to walk you down behind a high guard, catch and shoot, dig to the body. He's quicker than what a lot of people expect. So that's his brand. But I say, if I'm him, I'm telling him to jump on Spence, jump on him, push the pace early, touch him, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see early how well Spence can take the. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still a question. I don't care what nobody says. No matter how much you root for Earl Spence and all this shit, we gotta see him take a good shot. And if he's good with it, then I think everything gonna be all right. We'll see how the fight unfolds. They fighting at 160. I don't think this is an advantage for either guy. You know, I know Tim Tszyu been struggling to make 54 for a minute. Earl Spence fought as high as 156 before. I don't think that's an issue. This is an interesting fight though. I think it's gonna be a good fight because I don't see a lot of movement and stuff like that. You know, I think Earl it could serve Earl well too, kind of box just a little bit and then feel his way into the fight when he get adjusted and start to kind of break him down. Because Earl never really been like a one punch knockout guy. He's kind of like beat you up over time and shit. You know, him fighting in 10-ounce gloves, carrying extra weight. It's a lot of changes, bro. Got a new trainer, out 3 years, all the injuries and out the ring shit. Tim Tszyu fight demons because is he kind of gun shy after the Bachram fights and the Fandora fight? So it's like, bro, whoever can answer the most questions, I guess, wins the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with Earl because he American though. I'm not gonna hold you. I want to see the American win. But this like if you tell me to break it down, I feel like Tim Tszyu might have the edge though. To be honest, he said I'm nervous with Spence, man. Yeah, I feel you. I play LD. What's good? That may get him knocked out jumping on Spence early. Man, we'll see. Spence, is he like a great counter puncher, a big one punch knockout guy? I don't know. I think he should jump on him. A dude 3 years out the ring. That's like if I go play an old head when I was younger and I see an old head guard me, bro, I'm cutting his ass up, bro. Like we going to the post. We about to, you know what I'm saying? I think you should take it out if somebody got any weak shit or anything perceived to be weak on them. You should take it to him. And if he's gonna get knocked out, he's gonna get knocked out. It is what it is. But it ain't like Spencer's this big time puncher. You know what I'm saying? How many one punch knockouts does Spence have? The dude he had leaned out a couple years ago before he won the world title. What was that? Bundu. That's a long time ago. So I say jump on his ass. I don't want to change the subject. No, you ain't changing the subject, bro. You good. But wasn't Wilson the guy they robbed for Navarrete? Um, I think he dropped Navarrete in that fight, and then Navarrete came back and stopped him, didn't he? How they rob him? Was the stoppage a quick stoppage or something? Help me out. I know he dropped Navarrete. He was doing well, and then Navarrete got that little extra boost, and he started tagging. He said, "I agree with you." He said, "If Spence is victorious, that could be possible." Well, it could be possible. I would say if Zoo is victorious, I would say Zoo versus Laura. Spence, I don't know. I don't know. It was a bad. Okay. Bad stoppage. Okay. Well then, yeah, I forgot. I know he got stopped, but I don't remember the whole details. Okay, yeah, I'll go back and watch it for sure. But so that's it tells you, Lynn Wilson is right there at the doorstep because he was beating up on Navarrete for a second. They gave Navarrete 25. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm with y'all now. Y'all refreshing my memory. Okay, yep, that's the one. Because I know, yeah, he has some close ones, close calls. Navarrete, Charlie Suarez, Lynn Wilson, Conceição. Uh, y'all bring up some good shit. So yeah, man. This is Saturday night, so you can catch it on the Zone, Amazon Prime. I think the ring walks is gonna start like 11 o'clock East Coast time, so y'all tap in for that. I know it's gonna be like in the afternoon in Australia. It's like Sunday in Australia, So hopefully everybody is adjusted to that. And I actually think we're gonna get a good fight, but I just want to see these questions get answered. You know what I'm saying? He said, "I remember you your show after man, bro. Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn, sometimes the damn memory be kind of hazy, bro. Thank you for jogging that shit. Sometimes I appreciate it. I gotta go back and do my shit, and maybe that shit come back all the way. I appreciate it, bro. Salute to you. I been needing some help too. I appreciate that, bro. He said Spence was killing himself to make weight. Look at Devin punching power when he moved up. That's a good point, bro. Not saying he punched KO, but should be stronger. Man, that's a good point. You know what I'm saying? That's a good point. I wonder how he's punching in those 10 ounces. I know those 10 ounces. That's a good one. You can, and the same way you can say that for Spence, maybe you can say that for Tim Tszyu too. Tim Tszyu last two fights was above 154. And if you look at that Bachman fight at the scales, he looked a little drawn out too. So yeah, man, that's an interesting thing. Maybe both of them punching like shit. We might get a classic ass fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. I accept that. He said Navarrete has too many gifts decisions. Um, Even got a win. Yeah. So he's right for the pickings for Shockey Foster, right? If they can make the fight, let's get it. Yeah, he put on a great performance though. His last fight against Sugar Nunez, he beat him up. All right, so yeah, so look, my picks. I'm gonna pick Spence. I actually like Wilson over Fulton though. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong on that one, but I like Spence in this one. AJ, Fury should win. Andre. Never gonna get to Zuffa boxing. Zuffa boxing. They're going to New York City this time. We got Berlanga and Butler, Hitchens, making his debut at 147. Maybe that's another one, bro. That his power can translate to a higher weight since he don't have to struggle to make the weight at 140. So we're gonna see. We're gonna work our way up the card. Just to show you guys, we got Dominique Francis versus Andres Sosa. That's a featherweight fight. That's a good fight. Francis is a good boxer. Sosa been around for a minute. He had a highlight reel knockout over Jazza Dickens back in the day. But he's a tough French contender. Troy Nash, excuse me. He's facing Ethan Perez. Should be a solid fight for him. Kayshawn Davis versus Nestor. Nestor, he got some amateur wins over AJ back in the day. Yeah, he alright. We'll see. Emiliano Moreno, he's a good fighter against Arnold Gonzalez. We got Otto Wallen, heavyweight southpaw versus Vlad Sarenko. Interesting fight. Sarenko get hit a lot though. Wallen has the experience. Wallen got a big win, hindsight 2020 over Gassiev. That win looking good and better and better every day. Now Gassiev is a heavyweight champ. So that's the undercard prelims. Sunday, July 26th. Prelims start at 5 Eastern. So you guys can tap in. Main card is at 8. So let's tap into this main card. 3 good fights, 3 solid fights on the main card, to be honest. Troy Nash, yeah, that's a good fight, bro. This with Robert Garcia had a good fight here with Jacob. Man, they've been matching their prospects tough on Zuffa. Now this one right here, yo, this is a crossroads fight to me. You got Jalil Hackett, the young man, facing Sergey Derevchenko, who been around the block, been around forever. He's a bridesmaid too. He came on short all his big fights, and he should have beat Triple G. But this is tricky, man, because Sergey is better at 160. He's a small 68 pounder. He's better suited at 160. Jalil Hackett, he always cutting weight. You know what I'm saying? He coming from 200 pounds. When would that catch up with him? He caught up with him at 147. This dude was walking around 200 pounds making 47. That's nasty. Now he's doing the same thing for 160. You know, this is a fight that Jalil Hackett probably should win, but I'm gonna say I don't trust him though. And maybe I'm wrong. Y'all can talk me off the ledge. But his last couple of performances on Zuffa Boxing, bro, he getting hit way too much. Way too much. He's probably physically stronger than Derevyanchenko. He's younger, should be fresher, but he's taking too much punishment to me. He can't take this punishment against a crafty veteran like Sergey Derevyanchenko. Making weight at 140, that can be, yeah, bro. Nah, you own it. It could be tough. You know what I'm saying? Which one is tougher? Making 200 pounds as a young man, draining yourself, or a 41-year-old that's pretty much always in solid shape? And you notice those Eastern European guys really don't miss weight that much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it both ways. Um, his style is not my cup of tea. Yeah, he get hit too much. Now he had a good performance last year, fight week of Canelo Crawford, when he fought like that fight week in Vegas, and he looked good, you know. But he always had weight issues, so I think he missed weight for that. But he looked good in that fight. But the last couple, ever since he became a Mexican, he been fighting like a Mexican. Let me just say that. I'm gonna say it because I don't hear nobody else saying it. And if he still got Captain Kenny in his corner, shit might get ugly. I'm just saying. Um, this is a bro. Look, I would pick Jaleel Hackett with the disclaimer if he can fix his defense. If his defense is like it was his last two fights on Zuffa Boxing, I got Sergey Derevyanchenko. That's just how I'm rocking with it. He should be able to beat him, but the old man and shit, all that. But Sergey always so this how I look at shit. Sergey fights up to his competition, right? And this level of competition, he beats. You know what I'm saying? All the losses he has, he lost to top guys, right? Maybe another thing to look out for. Being older, he may be injury prone. He's coming off an injury in the damn in Billy fight, and he struggled with him with one arm. He couldn't do nothing with him in one arm. He won the fight, but he couldn't capitalize on this dude having a torn bicep. So Sergey gonna fight your ass. If everything was an up and up and my man's defense ain't like that, he fuck around and get stopped. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't trust him either. He only he don't know one way is to fight. Yeah, and I'm thinking Jaleel Hackett. I'm looking at him. I'm thinking he should be more of a boxer. Not saying he got to move around the ring and use lateral movement and you know what I'm saying. He can use it in spots. He's athletic enough where he should be able to do that. But he's sitting and trading with these guys. I want to see if he gonna do that with Sergey. It's a damn good point. He said facts. You definitely got me. Yeah, I'm saying I don't know. Go man. I was watching his fight ever since he became a Mexican, bro. He been getting hit too much. We're gonna see. Hitchens versus Salas. Now this will type this. So I like to look at Hitchens. Every time I talk about Hitchens, I gotta look at him from the sky. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at him at the from the Learjet and looking down at the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because if you on Earth, you're gonna be like, man, fuck Hitchens. He's on some bullshit right now. This dude got everybody mad at him. But I'm gonna look in the sky. I'm in the sky now, looking down. This is actually a good fight for him making his welterweight debut. He's facing a guy, Ricardo Salas, Mexican fighter, strong, solid, tough. He got a big win over Villa. He stopped Villa faster than Boots did. But I seen him in Mexico. Disclaimer: I gotta keep it a buck. I seen him in Mexico a couple of fights ago. He got dropped twice to the body, and it looked like they gave him a gift. But Salas is tough. He's a pressure fighter. This fits Hitchens because Hitchens is a natural boxer. He slows the pace down. He's a real good boxer. Good jab. Probably got one of the better jabs in the game. And he don't really do too much. He don't really take a lot of chances. He don't really run per se, but he don't really take a lot of chances where he just gonna let his hands go. He can beat you with a jab all night. He's coming off he looks sharp against Kambosos, but Kambosos, I'm never high on him anyway. He stopped him. Hitchens don't really get a lot of stoppages. So a couple of things we're gonna look for. How he look at 147. Because, there's been a big thing about him staying at 140 too long, and the way he left the division ain't my cup of tea. I ain't like how he left the division. You know what I'm saying? He probably should have left the division after the Paro fight. You know what I'm saying? But he needed to get Kambosos on his resume. And then him, the way he do interviews, and he's in the doghouse with boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forgive him for this. This dude was terrified of Subriel Matisse. I was at the fight, covering the fight, and we interviewed him, or we was in the interview room, and they asked him about Matisse. Man, this dude damn near had a panic attack. But then when Paro beat Matisse, this motherfucker was all pom poms and everything. Give me the fight. I ain't like that shit. That shit ain't gonna never sit well for me. As far as this fight though, I think he's gonna handle himself pretty well. This is a 12 rounder too. So he's the type of guy that's gonna let you make the mistakes. He got good hand speed too. Hitchens can fight though. And I think he's gonna keep Salas at bay with the jab, go to the body. I don't see him stopping him, but I see him outboxing him. You know what I'm saying? Because Salas ain't really bringing up to the table that's so crazy. He ain't so super strong and nothing like that. He's solid, but he's gonna be right in front of Hitchens. And Hitchens just, do what he do. I think he outboxed this kid. If he stop him, let's see. Let's see if his power translate and come up and he's not dehydrated at, not drained at 47 like he was at 40. We're gonna see. I think he wins. He says salute. D-Lo, what's good, bro? Yes, sir. So we're gonna see. Yeah, man, I seen him in the room. They said Matisse's name. This nigga started, bro, like fidgeting and jumping. I'm like, what the hell wrong with him? You don't want, bro. You can hit him. Matisse don't got no defense, bro. It was like, oh, nah, I think I need a couple of more fights. I'm like, what the fuck? I walked out the room, bro. I didn't want to hear that shit. All right, we're moving on. Main event. So we have Edgar Berlanga is back. Edgar Berlanga versus Stephen Butler. This is actually a good fight, though. You know what I'm saying? Because this has a potential to be a shootout. Berlanga is a big puncher, but he don't really got a lot of knockouts since he left Top Rank. To be honest, that last win he had was some bullshit, and then he coming off a knockout loss to Shiraz. So let's see if he's gunshot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's see. He said Shiraz has some shit in his gloves and shit. Let's see if he's gunshot. Um, Butler is like kill or be killed. You gonna get him or he gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? He been knocked out a few times, but he a big puncher and he brought that power up to from 160 to 168. So this could be a shootout. I can see this shit being like I don't know. It could be like a 3-4 round shootout, to be honest. And both guys I can see hitting the canvas. If it's a boxing match and Berlinger is going to play it safe, Berlinger can win a decision. Because Butler, you can outbox Butler. Butler get hit, he'll be right in front of you. He'll swing for the fences and let shit open for you to clip him with. Um, Probably a couple years ago, this is a type of opponent that Top Rank probably would have gave to Berlanga, and he probably should have beat him. But he got questions to answer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got beat up in his city last time. Will he be too cautious? Will he be trying to prove something? Butler coming in with a big reputation as a big puncher. I think he's gonna be cautious. I think he's gonna be cautious, box, but he gonna have some openness where he can counter Butler. So we're gonna see. But I can see it being a shootout though, for sure. I caught an interview with Stephen Butler. He said he should. Rightfully so, bro. Like, go at these dudes, Earl Spence, Berlanga, who else coming off a loss? Shit, even AJ. AJ had to go fight Jake Paul to get his shit back. And he coming off a bad car wreck. Bro, I'm pressing the issue. No disrespect. But in the game, in competition, you always go at the weakest dude. Mouse in the house, all type of shit. Dude too slow. That's just this gamesmanship of any type of sport, any type of competition. You go at that shit. Now, I ain't saying go at that shit reckless and get clipped with some shit, and then you're gonna be regretting that. But you gotta do that shit smart. And why not test dude chin? I think he a live dog too, bro. Based off the situation, but Yeah, bro. This is actually a good fight week though. You know what I'm saying? We got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're gonna do a quick recap and we're gonna close it out. Salute to everybody coming through the building though. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. And Andre, what's good with you, bro? Um, man, Dub, I gotta hear your thoughts on Scooter's fight. Man, I think it's make or break for him. You know, right now he's kind of like in the doghouse for me because he don't seem as a disciplined fighter right now, and I don't think he's a true 130 pounder. And he got a lot of shit to prove. Can he do it? It's a fight against Leon Wilson where on paper he should be the favorite, but Leon Wilson is strong and tough. Got good power. He's a natural 130 pounder. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see the game plan, how he go about it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how this shit work. I actually like Leon Wilson though. I ain't gonna lie. I know you're personal. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do a quick recap though. We're gonna close it out, just in case you guys miss anything. We have Demetrius Andre back. So Demetrius Andre is fighting on the zone tomorrow. This is a comeback fight for him, almost 3 years out the ring. Hopefully, with a win, this can lead to a Jamal Charlo fight. Jamal Charlo is off the card. PBC just got a deal with the zone. I feel like that's the next. That should be the next fight. Shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? Unless Charlo come back on Teofimo's card. If Charlo is waiting until like the fall to come back, he should fight Andre, bro. And they can do their own little headline and do that shit in New York somewhere or the Northeast or even Connecticut. At what's that shit called? Mohegan Sun. I think that's what they fighting at right here. So I get to see Andre back. He said, before you go, Dub, I want to know your opinion on Zuffa. I got you. I'm gonna leave it up there so I can come back to it. I see hella people picking Zoo to stop. I'm riding with Earl Spence, but that I could see that shit though. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Tyson Fury is fighting in the bubble and shit in Thailand. He's gonna tickle walk for about 10 rounds and then going to the AJ fight. So it is what it is. They're gonna show some highlights, I guess. So yeah, I just want him to win so we can get the AJ fight. AJ is fighting the next night against Pringer. Here's the undercard. We know AJ is coming. I'm gonna put it back up. AJ is coming off, the car accident and all that shit. So this is a fight. It's a tune-up fight for him in a true sense. Hamza Shiraz is defending his title on the card. He should win. Kelly and Ajarko, that's a good one. The winner of that gonna fight Boots. Jacob Bank, that's a guy to look out for on the undercard. He's pretty solid. So yeah, that's Saturday, and then Earl Spence and Tim Zoo. Yeah, like I said, a lot of questions to be answered on both sides, and I'm looking forward to see how Spence look in his return after 3 years. Fulton and Wilson. This is a high level crossroads fight. It's a title eliminator, but man, this is a must win for Fulton, like my man said. And then we have Zuffa boxing on Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday we got boxing. That's dope. Edgar Berlanga versus Steven Butler. I think that's gonna be a shootout. It could be a shootout. Hitchens is making his welterweight debut, and this I think Hitchens' fight is a IBF eliminator too, y'all. I gotta make sure I gotta double check on that. And then Jaleel Hackett versus Derenchenko. That gonna be interesting. So hopefully everybody tap in with some boxing. We got some good shit. Spence never stopped fighting against Bud. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. That is a fact. I can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? He quit against Fundor. Let's see. I want to see if Earl can make him quit. Like I said, I'm with you on what you're saying. And you speaking facts. I'm just trying to see if these questions gonna get answered. If Earl taking the shots the same way, is his work rate still the same? You know what I'm saying? I can't say it will be because it's been a long time since we've seen him on top of his game. So yeah, let's get it, man. You're right. Yeah, I got Spence winning though. I do. But yeah, Zuffa. Zuffa is just like any other boxing promotion that came in the game. We seen him come and go. The only difference is they got a lot of bread behind them. I don't really mind them. I don't feel no way about them. None of that shit. You know, they just like everybody else. Now, as far as that one belt system, that shit gonna be hard to be. It's gonna be that shit gonna be hard to get done because the way the system is, it's been in place for years and years, and until those guys get Zuffa not gonna be like rocking and rolling until they get at least the top five guys in each division they're trying to campaign with. You know what I'm saying? Because they need the stars to come over there. If not, they're just another promotion company that need to work with everybody to make shit happen. Um, look like they got. I know they got bread behind them. I like how they market these guys. Now people get upset with the uniforms and all this shit what they wearing. I can really care less, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? You have your own beat, your own individual, not looking like, you know what I'm saying, you're in the army and shit. But I mean, the fights been fun. You know, a lot of 50-50 matchups. I don't think Zuffa is like a good spot for up and coming prospect though. Like if you're an up and coming prospect that's highly touted, that normally would take your time and build into your career till you get to about 15-0, don't go to Zuffa because they're gonna put you in with another guy that's trying to build. And I think they get those guys beat a little earlier than what they need to get beat. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably my only drawback, but I don't have no issues with them. Shit, if they can keep a regular schedule, which they've been keeping, one fight card a month every so often. They jumping around. They going to Ireland next month. They in New York this weekend. They've been to the UK. I mean, they building more shit in the Apex. I'm not mad at the Apex. They had a card at the Cosmo, so I don't really mind Zuffa. To be honest, I don't really mind it. I was saying the same thing. They gotta play ball with everybody because that sanctioned body shit ain't going nowhere. It's strong, and you sign these fighters and you telling them this and that. Like I think they have to give in to that because they don't got fighters on their stable where they can say, "All right, bro, I got 6 fighters that you can fight. We can round robin that shit." They can't do that because they don't have the fighters, so they have to say, "All right, bro, you can keep your belt." You know what I'm saying? Or we'll do a title eliminator. Like, look, April 8th, they got an IBF World Title headline their card. You feel what I'm trying to say? So they giving in, but they probably reluctantly giving in, but they have to. That's how you're gonna make these fights. And you can't sign Shakur Stevenson and then be like, all right, bro, this is what you got to fight. Andres Cortez, Mark Monsayo, Rayo Valenzuela. You can get a rematch with Edwin when he's ready, bro. Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So if you sign Shakur Stevenson, you gotta have it. You gotta have promises where we're gonna reach out and try to fight everybody, and that's how it should be in boxing. You know, that side of the street shit, bro. That shit hurt boxing. The Cold War and this promotion company ain't working with that one. I don't think it's like that now. I think people trying to make it like that. Zuffa is parading the side of the street. Nah, bro, because everybody is under Turkey at the end of the day. Everybody is under Turkey. All the promotion companies are with the zone. Turkey got something to do with that. He's a financial backer. In Zuffa Boxing, he got his hand in that. You know what I'm saying? He got his hand in all these promotion companies. When you see Riyadh Season, you see some type of bread being put up. So, in that true sense, fans shouldn't even push for the side of the street. Devin Haney is signing a deal with the zone. That's dope. That means he's in position to negotiate with every promoter. That's what you want. Now you have access to everybody's stable because the zone is going to go to that promoter and say, "We want that fight, bro. We'll pay for that fight. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. We want this one. Make the fight happen." Same shit HBO used to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. That's not like, oh, he went over there where everybody's at. I mean, if you're under Turkey, you're with everybody's at. It may take some doing to get everything across the line with the managers and promoters. Everybody got their hand out. But at the end of the day, and I know people didn't want this to happen, but everybody's on the turkey. Motherfuckers is punching the damn TV. But that's facts. What you think about Selena announcing Brandon Moore versus Brian Jennings? Oh, bro, this shit's predictable. Those guys fought on the same card or was supposed to fight on the same card. And I hit up Najee because I know he was going to commentate. I was like, yo, they setting up that fight and they ghost me. So I already knew that was going to happen. That's how I be getting a lot of my information. When I ask somebody a question that I know they tapped in with it and they ghost me, but normally they'll holler at me. I'm like, oh yeah, that shit going to happen. So when I seen B.Y. Jennings fight on Salida card, I was like, he gonna fight Brandon Moore. So it ain't no surprise to me. You know what I'm saying? He said exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Um, we at this state in boxing, everybody know everything. We got the information age. So instead of just rooting to get the big fight, we want to root not to fight on this platform or not have him go over there and whatever. People was rooting for Tank Davis not want to go fight these guys, mess with Turkey, just to get the fight. Like they like, oh no, don't go over there, whatever. But how we gonna get the fights? Because they won't send enough shit over there. You know what I'm saying? A side won't be in the A side at this time. So to me, I really don't give a fuck about that shit because if we want to talk about morals in boxing, bro, then I don't think we'll have a lot of fans. If boxing was based on the morals of boxing, nobody would be a fan of it because the shit been corrupt. So you either going to keep complaining about shit or you just gonna, you know what I'm saying, go along with it. And most of everybody go along with it, especially if it fits the narrative that you're trying to push. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody does the same shit. Everybody say, if you beat him, I'm gonna beat you. I'll fight you. And then they go do what you say, and then they like, nah, I'm gonna go over here. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? People always do that shit. It's just the narrative and all that shit you trying to push. But actually, boxing is popping. All these announcements we had this week and the last couple of weeks, bro, we got so much shit coming up, and so much stuff in the works. It's like I think last week it was like so many announcements. I was like, damn, Matchroom dropped their schedule. I mean, it may not be the best, whatever, but for me, Nick J said facts. I like when promoters drop a schedule. You know what I'm saying? He said Turkey is like on the Rothstein of boxing. You got the big bankroll. That's what I'm saying. People gonna get that bread. You better get that shit while you can get it. Because boxing is only a short period of time, and then you be up out the game. But man, this is it's kind of exciting because now we got PBC is locked in. You know what I'm saying? So now, this is basically PBC's first fight on the zone with Spence and Zoo. Then they got next month they got Rolly and Teofimo, and then they can start September, October. That's cool. Just keep a steady thing popping. Benavida is supposed to be back in October. Maybe him and Fundora gonna lock in and be on the same card. You know. Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody want to say the Pledge of Allegiance and shit. You know what I'm saying? They never want to sing that second verse of the national anthem though. Yeah, everybody want to do that and whatever because they have to fit their narrative. Like, man, don't go over there, whatever. Man, nah. At the end of the day, money talks. Any news on Jamal Charlo? Nah, but hopefully, he stay in the gym. I like to see. My first thoughts when he didn't get on this card, when he fell out, I was like, shit, have him come back right away. Don't keep him all lingering and being on idle time and fuck around and get another case. I mean, that should sound crazy what I said, but it's the facts. Every time he on idle time, then here come another warrant. Here come another whatever. So my thinking is get his ass on the Rolly and Tio card. Get him a solid opponent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not Andre. Andre fighting this weekend. Get him somebody else, and that way, that kind of keeping his mind occupied. He already in dog shape. I mean, I know Charlo probably walk around. I don't know how much he walk around, but I seen a picture where he's 172, 2 weeks off from the fight. That's a good size to me. You know what I'm saying? He got to make 68, 4 pounds in 2 weeks. He should be pretty good. So hopefully he keep that up. You know, wait for Ronnie to get back and let Ronnie get away from that jet lag, and get right back in the gym. And maybe he's staying in the gym, and then put him on that TO card. Cause I feel like him waiting to the fall, like, I mean, I know I know I ain't trying to push in the air, but it's like facts is facts. He always in some shit, bro. And I was like kind of shocked that PBC sent two of the most undisciplined guys down to Australia. They send Fulton and Charlo. I'm like, man, what the hell? I thought they was gonna send Jesus Ramos, old clean cut Jesus Ramos and shit. Spence was gonna go in because Spence is locked in. You know, Spence ain't really when he's tapped in with boxing. He's you know what I'm saying. It's just all the range shit. But he on some family shit right now. So I feel like his mind's in a good space right now. But Charlo and Fulton, we don't know if Fulton gonna make the weight. We gotta pay attention to that. I mean, he's missing the public workout and media events and shit. So that's always a sign to that. But I want to see Charlo back in the ring, bro. I think they should put him back in sooner than later. The second verse, bro. That's what I'm saying. Niggas might as well sing the second verse and shit. Um, he's a tell join the army, dub. Man, not now, bro. Shit's crazy right now. Shit's crazy. Shit, maybe a couple years ago. I'm with you. Put him back in there, bro. CTE car. He's a Rolly car. Yeah, put him on Rolly's car, bro. Put him on there. Fuck it. You know, they haven't really announced nothing for their card yet. Only one little under the radar fight: Carlos Utria versus Israel Mercado. That's Tito's uncle. So yeah, bro, it's been a lot of announcements. Frank going to Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Maybe Frank Martin be like the co-main event for Haney and Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? And eventually they can get him in Detroit since they working with Salida. Maybe you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a lot of stuff, bro, going down, and we here for it. Salute to everybody coming through too. I appreciate it. What's top? Man, that's a good question, man. I know they said October. I think he'll be a solid co-main for Keyshawn and Devin Haney. I think he'll be solid, especially depending where they put that fight at. So I'm thinking give him. I like somebody like Alfredo Santiago. Because you don't need to step. You don't need to step. My man back. You know he coming off a tough draw against Albright. But you don't gotta step him back. You can kind of move him in a good direction. Maybe they're gonna get him a fight where he can get into those WO rankings. Yeah, I know how know how Top Rank tapped in with them. But I think Frank is top 10 with the WBA. So I would give him somebody like a fighter similar to Alfredo Santiago. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Eventually, I can see him being a support to the Haney Keyshawn fight, and then they can gear towards either taking him to like open up new markets. Like when we seen a fight in Indiana, you know what I'm saying? Take Frank to Indiana, take him to Detroit. We know Salida's in Detroit. Take him up there. Maybe get him a some type of. He gonna be in position because he gonna be active with Top Rank. So yeah, man, that's good. That's a solid move. It's interesting too. You think Haney Keyshawn is really gonna happen? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think so. Now that Devin signed and he's doing a deal with the Zone, Yeah, that makes the fight easy to be made. Chan Ross was good, bro. Salute. Yeah, I think so. And that's the fight I prefer that fight, Haney and Keyshawn over Haney and Shakur. I ain't want to see no chess match at the highest level. I want to see some ass kicking or somebody trying to kick some ass. I'm just saying, it's a point, a place, and time for all that chess match shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm cool. It is a place and time for that. I like the sweet signs just like anybody else. But we know Keyshawn coming to get it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I only concern I have about Keyshawn is his trainers. I don't know how I ain't say I don't fuck with them, but I don't know how they're gonna react under the big lights. And I'm trying to tell I'm telling like every time I see his trainer do a video with Bill, bro, get off social media, bro. Get away from Bill. Bill gonna mind fuck these dudes and they gonna be telling them the wrong shit. Um he I think Bill is kinda underrated as a trainer. He got the little tricks of the trade and shit. He know who you sparring. He know what's going on. He know your whole tactics and shit. And he got these guys beat already. And the trainer trying to argue with Bill. Bill gonna wordplay the hell out your ass. Have your ass stuttering and fumbling over your shit. Nah, the big dude Dorsett, he a former heavyweight. Kind of like he wasn't a contender. He only got like 9, 10 fights. He need to be worried about Big Tank. Devin's bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? And you got somebody because I think Dorsett is like 6'4", 250. You know what I'm saying? He run some numbers on Tank on dude's bodyguard, on Devin's bodyguard. They like putting hands on motherfuckers, so they like I don't like that because I've seen it happen before where the trainer tried to go match wits with Bill. And then next thing you know, you out there looking crazy. What you think of Martin and Vargas at 140? I thought about that once. Yeah, I think that could be a play. I know Vargas is number one in the WBO, and he'll probably be looking to go that route for sure. Um, I can see that fight. That's a good fight for Vargas for sure. I'm pretty sure they're gonna give Martin a couple fights with Top Rank, let him kind of earn his money, earn his keep a little bit, and then eventually, I think that could be definitely a fight that can happen. Also, too, Vargas, if Landolfo Delgado win his fight against Arthur Belarsanov, and he's fighting on Canelo's card in Saudi, then he's with Top Rank. That's another fight for either one of those guys. Maybe Vargas get that fight first. You know what I'm saying, against Delgado. So yeah, I can see that. Cause you see WBO, yeah, they gonna order that shit. Oh, for sure. Yo Yo is next in line. He didn't want to fight his Cuban friend Laura and shit, the OG, so he going down the WBO route. I ain't mad at him. I just want people to keep the same energy and shit across the board. It's all good though. Yo Yo a bad dude. Yo Yo and Bentley, whoo, that can be a good ass fight because Bentley can punch, but Yo Yo he got too. I think Yo Yo got too much for him. Yeah, Yo Yo he got too much for him. That middleweight division starting to turn a little bit of heads now. You know what I'm saying? Got a little fresh juice. Look, Janabek out the way. Boom. Tested positive. Push his ass off the dope. He going up to 168. Laura, old man Laura, man. Y'all don't know when he gonna fight. He fight every blue moon, but he still got to. Somebody gotta go beat him, and I think if Tim Tszyu wins, I think that's his fight. I think they're gonna bring Laura down to Australia for Tim Tszyu. If he wins, we'll see. Maybe that's a fight for Spence too. Amari Jones, I think he's next for sure. He's the IBF mandatory. The winner between McKenna and Olaha fighting in a couple of weeks, August 8th, on Zuffa Boxing, IBF title. Amari Jones got the winner. Troy Osley, he's gonna fight on Carissa Shields' card. He's facing Hicks. That's a good fight. I think those guys got some history too. Man, Jihad Tucker with a big win over Cedeno. The middleweight division starting to, Ammo versus Vito. The two younger guys fighting. Push those old heads out the way. You know what I'm saying? And then let the young crop come up and kind of you can probably make some better fights. Middleweight division is not back yet. It's not back. But I'm just saying, that's a good start. And then those guys at 54, like Virgil, he's going to be coming pretty soon. Tim Zeus said he's staying at 160, win, lose, or draw. Xander coming. You know what I'm saying? So middleweight division, probably like next year, we're gonna be talking about, yo, middleweight got some crack to it, got some smoke to it. And finally, because they fucked up the middleweight division because the champions, Andre, Canelo, Triple G, all these dudes didn't run that shit. You know what I'm saying? They all the top fighters didn't fight each other. We didn't get Janabek and Adamas. Adamas is the man at 160. But we didn't get Adamas and Janabek. Fucked up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Janabek tested positive against Lara. Fucked up a lot of shit for that division. Now it kind of had like a restart. Now we got the young crop coming up, and let's see what they can do. He said they're gonna drag Lara over there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's heating up. So that's what I'm saying. Look, 147 is heating up. Probably a couple of months ago, people were saying 147 was trash. I remember I had people in my chat saying that shit was trash. Now you got the addition to all the big names coming. You got Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, they champions. Teofimo and Rolly, big names in the division. Hitchens is there. Jack Callerall, B. Norman coming back. Keyshawn Davis is up there. He gonna fight Devin Haney. Bro, you know what I'm saying? And then the second tier guys. Curiel, he got a fight coming up. I think he's fighting Quinn Round. He probably beat him easy work. Because Quinn Round don't let his hands go. That's why I was saying that. And he having in a couple of fights. He just gonna try to slow the pace down and whatever. Rocha, Patty Donovan, Leon Paro is a champion. Bro, like it's 147 is starting to slowly but surely come back to like a glamour division because you got the big names there. Conor Ben fighting Ryan Garcia. So, bro, when the best guy in the division vacate the titles and make it kind of like you get more parity, and then with the addition of the big names, it made that division good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it's popping. Australia got them nice 160 fighting this weekend. Oh yeah, Peters is good. Yeah, he's good. Who you got, Kev? I got Frank Martin. I don't want that fight. That's a trash ass fight for Frank. Don't take that fight. Kevin Davis is some wood. No, don't take that fight. Unless you want to get held and shit. Let your girl hold you at night. Not this dude hold you in the ring and shit. Every time you throw a punch, he holding on to you and shit. Frank might stop him. Paro with a belt for sure. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you. Randall looked very promising at one point when he was on the Olympic team. Tiger, bro. There you go. See, I ain't even got to them. There you go. That's what made so 147 is turning to be how 140 was a couple years ago when you had all them dudes down there and we can run off 20 names. It's actually 147 right now. It's actually a deeper division than 154. Do the knowledge. You can run off about 10 names and names I forgot. Those are two good names right there too. He said facts. Yes, sir. Nah, bro. Nah, man. I don't like that fight for Frank. Hell no. Nah, bro. Don't even give him no opportunity. Matter of fact, no. Hell no. He didn't go fight Polanco or fight Matisse. Fight shit. Who give me some big punches. Fight a big puncher, man. Don't go in there and mess up Frank Martin and be hugging on him and shit. We don't want to see that shit. Hell nah. The division had parity when Boots was there. He just outgrew the division. I don't think so, bro. Not when he became unified champion, it was Boots way up there, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I thought he was just way above these guys. Polanco can't catch a break. Man, eventually they're gonna have to give him something. Feed Kevin to these up and coming. No, bro. Hell no. Feed him to a big puncher that don't nobody want to fight. Uh yeah. A big puncher. Yeah. Don't feel into these up and coming contenders and prospects because he only thing gonna do is stink out the joint, and then we're gonna be calling those prospects. They ain't all that good because he fighting a guy that's gonna hold on to him and fight negative. Nah, man, get that dude up out of here. Like Kelvin ain't trying to do nothing. Like you can tell the way he got the attributes to be a good fighter, but he fights scary. Like he get hit and now you know what I'm saying he hugging and shit. I ain't got time for that shit. No John Louise. Um, I'm sure Tyron would give Frank some good work. They want, Frank 31, ain't he? 30-31. So don't waste your time on no damn Kevin. No, nah, Kevin then go get it back in blood with Albright. There you go. Yeah, bro, get him up out of here because look, bro, man, nobody gonna say it, so I gotta say it. He's only relevant because of his brother Keyshawn, and he's not that good. You know what I'm saying? So which way you gonna go? Are you gonna be on a fringe level, or you gonna when he step up in competition, he's gonna lose. We already seen that. So if you give him a top guy at 47 or 40, he talking about fighting Frank. Frank campaigning at 40. He just said he want to fight at campaign at 47 because he had struggle making the weight against Albright, but he calling out Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. But if he was to fight any of these French guys at 147, like Mean Machine, fight Mean Machine. Yeah, give Mean Machine some smoke. Somebody like that, they gonna beat him because he gonna be holding and grabbing. He's not gonna be punching. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. He done. He probably can just help his brother in camp. Now when Keon get up there, now that's a different story. Keon different. Keon like that. And motherfuckers act like they don't want to say the truth. The dude ain't that good, bro. He lost his last fight. And what's the dude? Pete Dobson don't start fighting all his fights. He don't start fighting to the fourth round. He won the fourth round. He won all those rounds, and then didn't do shit after that. When Pete Dobson decided to throw some punches, more than 20 punches around, dude was hugging and grabbing and shit. Y'all saw it. He said, "No, his hometown fans was mad as hell tonight." I like Frank. Man, man, shit, that'd be a good fight, yo. Romeo is like that, but he about to fight a damn dead man and shit. They can step him up, man. Stop playing. He about to fight Antonio Moran. Uh, that man, yeah, it did, yo. That shit be getting me mad. Cause people be saying, no, he like that, and now he just clout chasing on a dude signing. It's like, bro, I like Keon, yeah. Kevin, he's some wood. No, I'll just say this is me watching the fight, bro. I'm watching the fight. I was like, okay, he boxing well, doing what he gotta do. Then the second half of the fight, he ain't do shit. I forgot who said it. Who was it? Dante Hall said that his damn coach is a mastermind. What the fuck? He done, man. He fucked some shit up. Maybe he was just joking. Maybe it was a joke. Maybe he was trolling. But Kevin was on. He was fighting like some bullshit. And I feel like he's better than that. I see him in fights where he actually was using the jab. You know what I'm saying? He was more authoritative with it, taking it to the guy. And he don't fight on the inside. Once you get close to him, there you go. Give me a hug and shit. Like it's Valentine's Day. And nobody got time for that shit. Like, and then you only relevant because of Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? If Keyshawn never put you on, we wouldn't have to suffer through this bullshit. I blame Keyshawn for this shit. Right? Give me Keon. I fuck with Keon. But Kelvin been on. Hey, look. It wasn't like I woke up today and said, "Man, fuck Kelvin Davis." Nah, this dude, he told me that. he's a boxer. I'm a fan. He told me, man, fuck y'all. I ain't messing with y'all. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hug this dude all fight. I'm not gonna let my hands go. I'm gonna hug this dude. Nah, man. Man, he said Rondell was a mastermind. I promise you. I was like, shit, what the hell he mastered in the Kelvin fight? Because I'm of the belief that Bill got the edge in the corner in this fight with Keyshawn and Devin. I feel like he's more like championship wise. Not saying that Keyshawn can't get down with Devin, but if shit get tight, he'll have Devin eking out these close rounds. Hey man, just do what you gotta do to win the round. And then what adjustments they gonna give him in the corner? They're gonna be panicking, and I don't know. I trust Bill in the corner more than them. But yeah, he said that shit, bro. I won't allow his name. Say he a mastermind. What the fuck? So Kevin wants a slow drag, huh? Yeah, man. He want to put on a trash performance and then want people to get behind him calling out Frank Martin. Like honestly, if you really look at the politics of it, other than his brother, right, putting him on, why would Top Rank even want to make that fight? Those dudes, they know what they get. I think Frank Martin will stop him, yo. Frank Martin got some pop, and he looked solid under Buddy McGirt. I think in that Albright fight, he kind of he let Albright get back in that fight by Polly. I think he took the foot off the gas. And Albright started to get back and close the fight strong and hurt him and all that shit. But no, Frank is good. But they off that dude, yo. He is whatever. Um, yo, I'm excited though about a lot of the events that's coming up, and it's dope. August is a dope month too. Uh, the Tio and Rolly fight. I mean, I ain't really tapped in, whatever, or like so excited about it, but it is a good fight for the division. You know what I'm saying? And it's Tio signing with the Zone. That's a good move too because nobody really wanted to fuck with him. So that's good that he can get them to rock with him. You know, that's a tricky fight too because Rolly, tell that dude be on some Rain Man shit. He gonna fuck around all box Teofimo. He gonna have Teofimo second guessing himself too, trying to jump in so he won't get clipped with nothing. That can be like a chess match too. But there's a lot of shit coming, man. We're gonna be here for it too. Yeah, y'all tap in with the fights tomorrow night, Saturday and Sunday. We'll come back and discuss it, do a little breakdown of it. We also gonna cover the fight news for the week for sure. Set your notifications. We'll be dropping this weekend. And yeah, bro, y'all know how we get down. Salute to everybody coming through the building, though. I appreciate the time, and I'm out.